Hey y'all, what's up? JAMITHATSME here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we have to talk about this SWV and Xscape TV show, all right? Now, if you are on Patreon and you're a patron, you've already gotten a chance to catch the watch along, okay? Which was good because I was surprised by the episode. The episode ended up being really good. So I had to come back, give y'all a quick recap, my thoughts. I took a few notes, a few light notes on my little post-its. So we are going to talk about a few things. Girl, let me put them up here. First things first, Tasha and Tamika beefing. What else? I got Tasha and Tamika beefing. They haven't talked to each other in a minute, and I believe that it's been like over a month since they talked. And I believe that Tamika is really upset with her sister for pretty much leaving her. All right. Now we see that SWV and Escape. They're planning on having a meeting because they want to do a tour together. Now, during this meeting, girl, understand, Tasha wasn't saying S-H-I nor motherfucking T, okay? You got Kandi and you got Taj over here like, okay, girl, yeah, so we can do this. And then, I think it'd be great if the lights are like this. And then if we have one DJ, one band, one sound. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if we can do that, that'd be awesome. Meanwhile, you got Tasha over here like, girl, irritating the dog out of me because, ma'am, if you don't want to be there, scooty loot and go on about your business. Because why did you show up? I kind of felt the way about that because her energy was giving, you know what I'm saying? So Tiny, yeah, so Tiny walked in. Tasha comes in. First of all, when Tasha walked in, I also forgot to say that Tasha came in. She didn't really speak to nobody. Tiny asked her for a hug. She eventually gave Tiny a hug, okay? Tamika walked in. Tasha wasn't even speaking to Tamika, okay? Tamika said, you look cute. She was like, thank you. But she didn't stand up. She didn't give her sister no hug. And I just don't like her energy. For real, for real. Like, I don't like people that like to hold on to the past stuff. Now, I understand that her sister may have felt the way, because it's like, first of all, why are you mad that your sister is upset with you? Why are you mad when you're the one that left her? If anything, you should be trying to see what it is you did wrong so you can get on a better accord with your sister. Like, that's what I would think would go through your brain. But you like being in this place of having people at your mercy, in my personal opinion. And I mentioned that on my watch along, how I just felt like how Tamika acts. She likes to act as though the group can't move without her. And I don't like that. I do not like that. Like, Tamika, I don't know if this show is going to make you look good. I don't think it's going to make you look in a positive light, in all honesty, as you're sitting up here putting out your gospel song. So we just gonna see, okay? So yeah, Tamika walks in, we got that. So Tasha, if I've been saying Tamika, like, because I be getting them mixed up, but y'all know Tasha is the one that I'm irritated with. Tasha is the one who I don't think is going to be looking in a good light as she dropped her Christian, her gospel single, right? So Tasha gives no input. You got Kandi and Taj over there giving the most input that they could give. Tamika wants to do a whole production. She mentioned something about Taj and Kandi doing their thing or something. And then Taj asks Tasha in the midst of everybody talking, like, you okay? You good? And she was like, I'm fine. I'm good. Okay. I'm like, girl, she's getting on my nerves. She says that she wasn't excited about it. She did come out and let us know that. What else did I write here? I don't know what I wrote. But anywho, so Kandi is confused as to why. I think Tiny said something to her. I think Tiny was trying to, like, hype her up or whatever like that or something. I don't know. I can't remember what I wrote. But anywho, no. I'm sorry. I wrote Tiny was in her phone like, girl, bye. That's what I wrote. Tiny was in her phone trying to ignore Tamika because she always with the SHI. Kandi is in the confessional like she's confused as to why Tasha is mad that her sister said that she left her, when that's exactly what she did. Like, and that's what I'm saying too, Kandi. Like, how were you upset with your sister over something that you did? How are you mad that she's reacting to what you did? That makes no sense to me. So, and you want to talk about how people treat you. Like, I don't know. So then Taj want to give them, Taj says that she wants to give them some wisdom. But Tasha don't seem like she want no wisdom and she don't want nothing. So Tiny says, well, whatever we got going on, we're going to work through it. We're going to move forward and we're going to go on tour. And then Tasha was like, well, girl, how you know that's something that I want? I'm just saying, how do you know that I want to go on tour? I probably don't want to go on tour at all. Girl, don't be coming over here trying to sit up here and regulate like we finna. Girl, even if we work it out, don't mean that my is lying on tour with you hoes, period, okay? Because I want y'all to forever understand and always know that don't then move without Miss Tasha, period. And I can't stand it, in all honesty, okay? So Todd just like, girl, do you even want to move on? I'm talking to you. Scoot over. I'm talking to this woman right here, ma'am. Do you even want to move forward? Because it's given that you don't. And then you go, Tasha, girl, of course I want to move forward. I mean, that's the whole reason why I'm speaking up now. Like, duh, yes, I want to move forward. And I'm like, girl, no, you don't. Because if you wanted to move forward, you would have said something before that day. And if you wanted to move forward, you would have, girl, came there with a better attitude is what you would have did. So I hate this for you, girl. I feel like you full of shit. And shout out to Lily, because Lily was like, well, at the end of the day, y'all hoes need to grow up. Okay? Lily said, listen, sometimes we don't get along. We don't be liking each other. Girl, we still get out there because it's the bigger picture at hand, girl. You know, the fans want to see it, so we get out there, we make our money. That's the bigger picture. We give the fans a show, and then we go back to wherever the hell we came from. And I feel like, as I said in my watch-along, I just feel like, listen, SWV, I feel like them constantly performing and understanding the bigger picture is what helps them kind of push along when it comes to moving forward away from the problems that may not be that big of a deal. Like, yeah, true enough, Tasha may have left Tamika, right? I understand Tamika feeling away, but it's really not that big of a deal, right? But Tasha, for you to get an attitude about how somebody else feels is really not a big of a deal. So it's like, girl, the bigger picture is let's get this money and let's move forward. And I don't know. I don't know what y'all mama got y'all over there doing with competing with each other, but I don't like it. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed how Tasha kept trying to reference that Tamika ain't got no money. Kept talking about how that lady ain't got no money. I ain't like that. So it's like, if you know your sister ain't got no money and this is the opportunity for her to get some, why you not trying to put in no work so that you and your sister, or at least so your sister can get some money in her pocket? I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like you want her to be right where she's at. I don't know, girl. You couldn't be my sister. Like, at some point, girl, I will be done with her. And I'm just telling y'all what it is, okay? So let me see what else we got. Tamika says it was, okay, let me go back. Hold on. Okay, Todd and Kandi. Todd and Kandi are doing some things for the babies, which is super cute. They're making like some pizza or whatever. Todd is just trying to figure out about the egos and stuff and how everybody needs to look at the bigger picture at the end of the day. He says, y'all might need some group therapy. And I said, Todd, you might be right, but I don't think these women here are the ones that are going to get it. I don't think that's going to happen. We get to Tasha and Tamika house where the mama at. All right. So mom says that she wants Tamika and Tasha to talk. And I was like, yes, mama, let's talk. Like, get them girls together. That's what I'm thinking initially. Okay. Now, Tasha had a stank attitude soon as Tamika arrived. She had a stank attitude. She didn't want to get up, hug her sister originally. She sat there with a little scrunch face like she always do, like somebody's supposed to beg her. So I'm like, I don't understand Tasha's mood. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. So, what I noticed was that her mood kind of changed once she saw that her niece was with her, was with Tasha. So when she saw that, she got up, hugged on her niece, and all of that. It was giving like, I don't want my niece to see me act like this. I don't want her to see me, you know, it's gonna go like this, girl. Don't look at your mama like that, girl. I mean, don't look at your auntie like that. So then she decided to hug on Tamika after that. And I was like, I don't know, Tasha. You still acting funky. So then when Tamika came in, Tamika was on some, oh, so we hugging today? Oh, I'm sister today? Oh, that's what we doing? And at first I was kind of like, Tamika, girl, you are doing a little too much, like chill. Like y'all both doing a little bit too much. But when they did the flashbacks, I'm like, nah, Tamika, you kind of right though. Because girl, I just saw you the other day and you wasn't trying to hug on me or doing none of that. You was being like, oh, hey girl, yeah, But then now you want to be around my daughter and you want to be around mama, and now you want to sit up here and you want to hug on me. Now you want to hug on me like it's all love. See, this is the shit that Tamika be talking about. You act a certain way in front of your mama, but then behind the scenes you act completely different, and now you got your mama fooled because your mama thinks of you as a certain type of person when that's not really how you are. I think that's whack. But anywho, so Tamika mom calls her on the phone before they even got to the house for the meeting. They showed us where Tamika mama called her on the phone like, hey, I just got off the phone with Tasha. And I done seen a message, and that message, we need to have a meeting. And I'm like, first of all, couldn't be my mama, because what you not going to do is call my motherfucking phone and think that you finna check me about what another told you. Now, you can call me to inquire about what happened so you can get my side of the story so that you can analyze things accordingly. But what you need finna do, girl, I'm just telling you what you need finna do. What you need finna do is call my phone and think you finna go off on me or say anything because you got a one-sided ass version. That's what you need gonna do on this phone here. I don't care who you is. I love you down, mean no disrespect, but I'm a grown woman too. So respect me as such. I'm not playing like that, mama. I'm not finna play like that, girl. It's either gonna be fair or it ain't gonna be nothing at all. So anywho, Tamika get to the house. Tamika, her mama like, go ahead now. Go get up there and tell me what the issue is between you and Tasha. Tamika said, oh, you want to know? Oh, okay, then. Well, let me get up and let me tell you, girl. So, Miss, I'm at the hotel. I feel like when I pay you for a job, I expect that job to be done. And the job wasn't necessarily done. I'm sitting over there trying to do this, X, Y, and Z. And then when I get up, I see Miss Beyonce done walks off with her people. And I'm like, I see my sister gone into the wind, gone with the wind fabulous. I'm just like, where she at? Like, oh my God, is that Tasha? Tasha gone? I guess my sister gone. So obviously she's feeling away. The whole time Tamika is telling this story, here go to mama. And I feel away. I feel away because you're a raggedy ass mama, in my personal opinion. And you might love your daughters down and may have been amazing to them when they were children. But you are keeping up the bullshit, personally, in my opinion, between these two girls, because it's the fact that you're putting in Tasha's head that Tamika is jealous of her. And if you'll do that while on camera, number one, that's your natural behavior. Number two, ain't no telling what else you've been telling Tasha about Tamika behind Tamika's back. So when Tamika says that Tasha is your favorite child, she's not lying. And that was a clear example of that. And it's the audacity of her daughter to be sitting near you and for you to mouth off to her auntie, okay, that her mama is jealous of her aunt. Like, why would you say that? Why would you do that? Like, you're contributing to the madness. And so as Tamika was like, Tasha was like, yeah, I did do that. First of all, you being dramatic, girl. But I did leave you, bitch. I had to go somewhere, girl. I had to leave, right? So, Tamika didn't like being left. Tasha says, she said, well, then you body shamed me. Okay? Like, girl, you didn't have to body shame me after that. And then Tamika was like, girl, I body shamed you? And Tasha was like, yeah. She's like, girl, I was joking. You know how we do, girl. We just, girl, it's a joke. And I was like, you saying if she has an ass, like, yeah, back then it was a joke. Now people are more sensitive. It could be considered like body shaming. You talking about the fact that she ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, you being her sister may know how sensitive that is for her. Like, you knew what you were doing when you said it. You wanted to hit her in that moment because you felt the way about her leaving you. So you definitely came at her wrong, and you also should acknowledge what you did and say, well, my bad. I apologize. I know what I said was wrong, but I was heated in the moment because da-da-da-da-da. I think that's exactly how you should have did it, so you could bring the conversation back around to what it is she did, because she ain't fully apologized or anything for that. I feel like she slightly acknowledged it, but then she focused more on what you did in front of your mama. So therefore, your mama got on you more than she got on her other child. And let's get to that. So let's see what else happened. Okay, so Tamika says that she wasn't body shaming, and I feel like she did body shame. What else did I write? I don't even know what this says, but let's skip. I'm probably gonna remember. So Tamika tells her that so the mama, I believe, tried to tell them, their mom tried to say, calm down, Tamika, like, Tamika, you need to calm down, or whatever the case was. Her mama said to her, right? And so Tamika tells her that she always checks, like, you always check me, but when it comes to her, you don't ever say that. And the mama said, that's not true. She said, yeah, that is true. She was like, I have always had your back, or something like that. And Tamika's like, you don't have my back, especially not in front of her. And I believe everything Tamika said, because if she did, you wouldn't have took a side in that, mama. Okay? Telling your other child that her sister is jealous of her. Like, why would you even want to play them out against each other like that? Like, that's some whack ass shit. I can't get with it. So Tamika calls Tasha out for stealing. So when the mama was like, I always had your back, I always had your back. And then Tamika said, girl, no, you don't. Because remember that time Tasha stole that money from me? And the mama was like, what money? She's like, girl, you know she stole that money from me. She ain't steal nothing. And then here go Tasha, huh? What? Like, girl, I believe Tamika. Tamika said Tiny came to her and told her, like, listen, or at least her mama mentioned something about a payout they were supposed to be getting. What Tamika learned was that the checks that were supposed to be coming to her was going to Rocky, and those checks ended up getting deposited. I'm sorry, going to Rocky and to Tasha, but the money ended up getting deposited into Rocky's account. Now, this is the question that I do have for you, Miss Tamika. Was Rocky your manager at that time or something? Was he something to you that resulted in him having to cash those checks into his account, him having the right to cash that into his account? That's the number one thing that I'm wondering. And two, if you never saw any money from it and it was supposed to be a process of how he gives that money out to you and you never got it, then yeah, I would still consider that being stolen. But if not, I'm still trying to figure out how he was able to get away with taking your money and then depositing it into an account or something. I don't know, but something suspicious about that was going on, and I hate to say it, based on the rumors about him, it does make me believe that that's what he did. But anywho, and I'm not talking about just what Tamika said in case he want to issue her a cease and desist. I'm talking about what all the blogs have said about you, okay, and the rumors that's been out there. But either way, what else? So Tamika calls out Tasha for stealing money from her, which they denied. And then what else? Oh, yeah, I think that was pretty much it. She just talked about how the money ended up going into his account or whatever, right? So Tamika says that... No. So when she started going off on her mama, when Tamika started going off on Tasha, telling her how much she stole from her and all this and that, my homegirl was about to lock you up. You still want to go to jail? Because you can go to jail now if you want to. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're ready, you can go now. So Tamika was on Tasha's ass. And Tasha the whole time was over there by her mama, like, mama, like, do you hear this? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, girl, I'm sorry. I do believe Tamika. And the mama, this is what gave it confirmation for me when the mama tried to sit up there the whole time, talk about she didn't know what you talking about. Nah, that ain't happened. It's the fact that you told the cameras that they had to get out. It's the fact that you said either cut the cameras off or get out. It's that for me. It's you hiding. And it's also you trying to shelter the image and protect the image of one daughter over another. And I don't like that. Now, see, if Tasha would have came at Tamika like that, I don't believe the mama would have at all tried to cut those cameras. I feel like what she would have done was try to probably stop it. But she wouldn't have told them cameras to get the hell out. And you definitely favor one daughter over the other. And I'm sure you love them. Keep in mind, I'm not saying you don't love your daughters. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that you have heavy favoritism for one. Okay, one over the other, and it is what it is. All right, but that's all I got. Y'all go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about the first episode of Xscape, SWV's new show. All right, I'm Jamie. That's me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, all that great stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.